Hey guys, watch me turn you from a basic designer to a professional. Welcome to Sew with Anita, where I share tips that no one talks about that would elevate your sewing skills from a basic to a professional. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome, and please hit the like and subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I drop videos like this. In this video, I'll be teaching us how to achieve this trendy two-piece top and trouser, but in this video, I'll be focusing more on the top. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. For this top, I made use of the remaining material I used in achieving this dress. The tutorial on how to cut and sew it without wasting material is on my channel, so please watch it if you're interested. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to measure out my shoulder to shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7.5 in my own case, and I'm going to extend it because this is a cut together sleeve, so I'm going to make use of about 10 inches. You can make yours longer if you want. Then from that point, I'm going to come down by about 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. Then I'll take my standard neck measurement, which is 3.5 inches for the width. Then for my neck depth, it's optional. I'm going to make use of about 8 inches. I don't want her bust to be too revealing. You can just make use of your shoulder to bust measurement if you want. Then I'm going to cut my front and my back piece together, so I'm just going to take my back neck measurement too, which is I'll come down by about 1.5 inches from that point, and I'm going to make a curve. After that, from the neck width, I'm going to connect the slope like that down to where I came down by about 1.5 inches. So just look at what I'm doing now, you're going to understand it. Then for my shoulder, I'm going to take my shoulder to bust point, and I'm going to take my shoulder to under bust point. So my shoulder to bust is 9 inches and my shoulder to under bust is 11.5 inches. So I'm just going to mark it out, and then I'm going to take the same thing I have at the other side too, and I'm going to draw a straight line like that to connect the point, and I'm going to label it out. I'll also take my shoulder to waist measurement, which is my half of measurement, and I'm going to mark it out and connect the point like that. After doing that, remember our front neck depth, which I used 8 inches. At that point, I'm going to come out by about 1 inch, and I'm going to connect it down to the under bust. Just look at what I'm doing. I did this because of the band that I'll be adding there. So for my armhole, I'm just going to make a straight line at that point like that, and then at the other bust, I'm going to come in by about 4 inches to connect the point so it can be curvy. At the under bust line, I'm going to take my under bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it out. I'm also going to take my waist measurement divided by 4 and mark it out at that point there, and I'm going to come out by 5 inches like that at both sides. This is because I'm going to be smoking it, so I need extra 5 inches to gather it up. So you're going to understand this as I go along. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut this out. So just take note of how I'm cutting it out and do exactly what I'm doing. So at that point, I've marked out my band, and I'm also going to cut out just the back measurement first. So just take note of that. I'm going to be using the same paper to cut out the front and back, so it's just the back I cut out first. So I've gone ahead to place the paper on my fabric, which is on a fold. Just look at what I'm doing, and I'm going to pin it down, and then I'm going to cut it out. So just take note of the way I'm cutting it. I'm going to be leaving about 1 inch allowance at the lower side like that, and then for the shoulder side, I'm going to leave about ½ inch allowance for joining. So just take note of everything I'm doing and just do the same thing too. After doing that, I'm going to notch the center like that. It's going to be very important with time. Then I'm going to get the pattern paper, and I'm going to cut out that part. Since I'm done cutting out the back, I'm going to also cut out the front like that. Then I'm going to get my fabric on a fold and place my pattern paper on it. After pinning it down, just the same way I cut out the back piece, I'm going to do the same thing at the front piece. I'm going to leave about 1 inch allowance at the lower end and ½ inch at the top side like that. For the part I'll be adding my band, I went ahead to leave about ½ inch allowance too. It's optional. If you want, you can leave it. If you don't want, you can remove the inches allowance for sewing. Next up, I'll be cutting my band, and I'm going to place my fabric on a fold like that too, and I'm going to leave about 5 inches allowance. This is because I'll be using 1 inch to join the band and another 1 inch to fold the other side of the band. Then the remaining inches allowance is just for excess in case there's shrinkage, and I don't want the tummy of my customer to be showing too much. So if you want yours to be cropped up, just remove about 3 inches allowance rather than removing 5 inches. So just take note of the way I'm going to cut it. I'm not leaving any allowance at the top side. So I've gone ahead to cut the band for the front and the back piece, and these are all the pieces I'm going to be using for the course of this video. So I'm going to open up the front piece like that, and I'm going to join the shoulders together. So just look at what I'm doing. I'm going to place it right side facing the right side, and I'm going to secure it with a pin and join it with 1/2 of an inch like that. Then for the two band pieces, I'm just going to notch the center of the two of them like that, and I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to fold it with about 1 inch like that. Then this is what I have after joining the front sides together. Next up, I'm going to measure out what I have round the neck so that I can add my band to it. So I'm just going to carefully measure it out round. Whatever I have there, I'm going to use it to cut my band length, but I'm going to add extra like 2 inches allowance. So I've gone ahead to cut it out, and this is what I have. So I've already folded it with my iron. I folded 1/2 inch inside. So when I open it up, what I have there is 3 inches on a fold. So I went ahead to fold in 1/2 inch like that. So what I'll be having in total will be like 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to place it inside like this, and I'm going to cover it up and top stitch like that. You can go ahead to use another method if you want, which is you open up that part you already folded and just turn it and stitch it. Then it's going to look like this. So whichever one you want, it's going to work out just fine. So for my waistband, after folding the lower end of one side, I've gone ahead to fold it like this, and then I'm going to mark out about 1/2 inches like that. So I'm going to keep marking this down continuously till I get to the end of the fabric. This 1/2 inch line I'm going to be leaving is going to serve as my guide for smoking when I want to stitch. So I'm going to stitch on each of this line downwards. So whatever I'm doing at this side, I'm going to do it at the other side and for the back piece too. On my channel, I dropped a detailed tutorial on how to smoke and how to fix your machine properly in order for it to achieve a very neat finishing and a neat smoking technique. So please do go ahead to watch it. So after doing that on the machine, I just went ahead to stitch it down like this. So look at the way I'm following the line. Ensure that you don't drag it, just spread it out like this to ensure that there is no bulge. So this is what I'm doing. Just keep spreading it out. Don't drag the other end, just spread it out gently so that there will be no bulging, so that you can have a neat finishing like that. After joining the bands of the front piece, I've gone ahead to overlap them together like this. It all depends on you. So while overlapping, you can just go ahead to work with what you feel will work well with you or your customer. So after doing that, I'm going to get my smoked piece like this, and I'm going to just place it on it like that. So remember the point that we notched, which was the center. I'm going to place that center on the center of my top piece. So just look at what I'm doing now, you're going to get it. So look at where I notched before and look at where I notched on the smoked material. I'm going to place it right side facing each other, and I'm going to pin down that notch part. And after pinning it down, I'm just going to drag it out. You will see that it's going to be the same length with your main fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead to stitch it down like that. The same thing I did at the back piece, I'm going to do it at the front piece too. Then I'm going to drag it and I'm going to stitch it down carefully. So this is what I have after stitching down the front and the back piece. So I'm going to turn it over to the wrong side, right side facing each other, and I'm going to join the sides. But before I do that, I'm just going to fold the sleeve round like that. I'm just going to fold it. If you want, you can add your band to it, but my material wasn't enough, so I'm just going to fold it down with about 1 inch, and I'm going to join the sides. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please hit on the like button and drop a comment so I can respond to them if you have any questions.